Okay, ready to go?
Ready.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Coffee with Father James. Drinking once again from the Our Lady of Guadalupe coffee mug, and I'm coming to you from St. Peter's Church. You see behind me the tabernacle, this beautiful alcove that we have in our church where the Eucharist is, the Blessed Sacrament is preserved. And this church is called St. Peter, named after the fisherman. And if you look closely behind, you'll see that around the tabernacle is a kind of a curtain or cloth that looks like a net. It looks like a fishing net, and you'll see the design above the tabernacle are shaped like, not just like any fish, but very much like the fish that you get in the Sea of Galilee. I've eaten a few of those, cooked, mind you, and so the tabernacle here has very much the theme of St. Peter. As well, there are other aspects of the church as well, including the rock that the altar is on. St. Peter, of course, is the rock. But I'm not going to talk to you today about St. Peter or the rock. I want to talk to you about, well, not the tabernacle per se, but the mystery that sacred vessel contains. How can you say contain? How can anything really contain the mystery of the Eucharist? Nothing really can. And that's part of the mystery, is that the God of the universe, incarnate in his Son Jesus, who took on flesh, says, "This is my body, this is my blood." And from the earliest centuries, the church has believed that this is no mere ordinary bread and wine, that there's something mysterious here, there's something sacred. This is my flesh, this is my blood. My flesh is true food, my blood is true drink. Jesus says this in John chapter 6. Now, once every 3 years, in the normal reading cycle of the readings that we get in the lectionary, once every 3 years, we actually read through, over the course of 5 weeks, John chapter 6. And that is the great Eucharistic discourse. It begins with the story of the feeding of the 5,000 and then develops. And there's a great kind of developing drama contained within that chapter. Well, this year, these Gospel readings, they begin on the last weekend of July and will continue all the way through the month of August. And we're going to do a preaching series at that time on the Eucharist based on John chapter 6. And the interesting thing is that the Archbishop is asking that parishes all across the Archdiocese do the same thing, that we do this together. And the primary reason for that is to help us to prepare for the Eucharistic Congress that the Archbishop has called to take place in our diocese in October this year. A Congress that basically means a gathering. It's for almost like a, when we have a parish mission, it's like a parish retreat. Well, this is like a diocesan retreat for everyone. Everyone is invited, priests and lay faithful, and we come together over the course of a couple of days to focus specifically on the mystery of the Eucharist, how Jesus gives himself to us in the Eucharist. And it is such an incredible gift of faith. I was thinking about, this preaching series, and I've already done some work on it in terms of laying out the themes for 5 weeks that will build on one another, and thinking we're not even scratching the surface. Like, I could do a 52-week preaching series and never do justice to it. And so the very definition of a mystery, a theological mystery, is that about which we can never know everything. And so it really is endless. So I wanted to give you some heads up about that, about our intention to do that. There'll be different preachers on the different weekends, but we are going to be developing the themes based on John chapter 6. So if you want to peek ahead and get your Bibles out and prayerfully read through John chapter 6, that would be wonderful preparation for those weeks. And also, please continue to pray for the plans that are underway for this Eucharistic Congress in October. And we're going to be giving you a lot more information about that event in the coming months as well. Thanks, everyone, and I hope you're having a wonderful summer, and God bless.